Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about the continued collapse of WarnerMedia, the purge going on at WarnerMedia and AT&T. And it's gotten so bad that there's actually talk of them selling off CNN. That is huge because as like the crown jewel of the Warner, one of the crown jewels of, well, it's
really? I was like, what is it, like cubic zirconia?
It was a big deal. Look, CNN is, I think it is the largest. Is it still the largest news network? It was Ted Turner's baby. It did change the game back in the 80s with cable news, beating out the nightly news.
Oh, it tries to change a lot of things.
It tries to change the game all the time.
Wasn't CNN the one that, while they were going about the peaceful protests, were having their building destroyed?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yes, okay.
Yes.
That's totally okay, guys. It's all fine here. Some building's being destroyed.
That building, if I am not mistaken, is actually for sale. Slightly used. Slightly used. So we're going to talk about that and the continued, paring down of WarnerMedia under AT&T. But I want to give you some good news first, because we've been talking about a lot of layoffs and consolidations at Cartoon Network and DC Comics and Full Screen and potentially Rooster Teeth and Crunchyroll. Oh my God, it just goes on Crunchyroll. But it does look like they're at least considering bringing back Venture Brothers on HBO Max.
Well, that's good, because a lot of people were upset about when they got taken down.
It was. They ended on a cliffhanger, and they're like, yeah, it's too expensive. We're not going to do it. But we have seen them produce new Cartoon Network content for HBO Max. We get new Adventure Time and all that, Infinity Train and
well, that's
whatever.
Because it's the right kind of thing.
It's the right kind of thing.
I'm just calling it.
Yeah. So there we go. That's the good news. That's one tiny little tiny shimmer on the cubic zirconia that is WarnerMedia. So yeah, AT&T reportedly looking to sell off CNN after hit from hating Trump. So
this is kind of what we've been saying. Yeah,
basically what they're saying is what happens to a lot of these websites that have spent the last, and news outlets, whatever, have spent the last 4 years, mining outrage.
Right. Hating on Trump, hating on people who don't like stupid shows that they don't like, et cetera, et cetera. You're going to run out of things to talk about. Yeah,
if you get what you want, you might actually not get what you need, which is eyeballs and money. And, if Trump is no longer in office, then you don't got much to bitch about. And then they're thinking, well, it's probably going to fall off a freaking cliff. So, ironically enough, this is coming from Fox News, but I've heard this from multiple people because, AT&T's stock is dropping.
Well, this doesn't surprise us. We've mentioned before about that there was a possibility. This could happen. This is no surprise to us at all.
Yep. Not at all. But this is a big one. If they're willing to ditch CNN completely, and that is a big part of the Warner package, that's huge. That means that there literally are no sacred cows.
But I already thought there wasn't. And we heard that they were doing this before because it was, that you said the ratings are going down. And Disney does the same thing. They'll get rid of profitable companies that they're worried might not be profitable in a year or two to just preemptively get it while they can sell it for a higher amount of money. And that's what's probably going to happen here.
So coming from Fox News, AT&T is reportedly looking at selling off CNN to pay its massive debt, but the cable news company may have hit its peak hating Trump. Fox Business Network senior correspondents argued Friday, well, that's just it. What's going to happen? CNN does not have Donald Trump to kick around anymore, and their ratings will take a hit. All these websites we talk about that have spent the last 4 or 5 years attacking fans, attacking conservative fans, rage baiting, they're going to take a hit.
Right.
We just talked about the Mary Sue in another video. Most of if you look at their trending articles, most of them are political articles. Yes. Most of them have very little to do with pop culture. It's mostly about Trump. So you take him out of the picture, what's going to happen?
Right. You're going to have nothing to talk about.
I'm
sure they'll find something to bitch about.
I'm sure they will.
Boobs.
But boobs. We got to bitch about boobs. Said that AT&T is financially unstable with $150 billion debt. We've talked about that. But hey, they're going to keep Rooster Teeth intact. Of course they are.
Yeah. It's like, we're just making that all up.
So, and we've heard before that Jeff Bezos from Amazon, who also owns the Washington Post, might be interested in buying CNN. So at that point, the Washington Post and CNN become the biggest shit show on the internet, I guess. But that is a possibility. They need to cut costs. Despite the low odds of any deal in the immediate future, A sale of CNN to billionaire Jeff Bezos would make sense from both sides. Media investment bankers tell Fox. I'm not a CNN hater. They have a lot of good journalists
Yeah, it's not about hating. This is about business. It's about, the truth. The matter comes down to if you're getting a lot of your hits by mining outrage or even if you're reporting on the news, but you're deliberately leaning a certain way. And I would say the same applies to Fox News.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be completely fair.
Yeah.
That, if it doesn't go the way you want, then you're not going to have what you need to complain about.
Well, then, yeah. So Fox News, they'll be able to bitch about Biden for at least 4 more years,
Right.
So, but the rumor's real, and I heard this from other sources before they had it on this website that they were talking about selling it again.
Yep.
As far as I know, I'm pretty sure the building is for sale. There's a lot of stuff going on there, and yeah, look, they're selling off Crunchyroll. People said that couldn't happen.
Oh yes. Don't you know they were calling us all right on a cartoon thing because we said that?
What?
I know, and I was like, right, because when you don't like their cartoons and you say things like, "Hey, this is looking weird from a business standpoint," and I think they might do that, you automatically become all right.
Just like magic.
Right,
magic.
yep.
But their stock is dropping. So their stock drops. That means the company overall is worth less. That means that, and they didn't have a good Q3 earnings call. We don't have the end of year yet for AT&T because theirs is December.
Right.
So whatever cuts they're doing now, just wait until January.
Yep, it's probably going to get worse.
It's going to get bad, guys. They're cutting people, different advertising networks now, too. They're cutting all over the place. DC Comics, that's a whole nother issue. They're letting more people go. Yeah, I think they totally could sell off CNN. That would show you exactly where this company is right now. If they're willing to part with CNN, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's really, really bad. All they care about is HBO Max.
That is pretty much what they care about.
That is it. That's literally it. And we got more executives leaving. It's like daily. What's up with this guy's hair? It's like daily.
I'm going to call it Baby Weems. Anyway.
Baby Weems. We have, Warner Brothers marketing chief JP Richards is exiting too. This was just a couple days ago. They're all jumping ship.
Right.
Because they know nobody's safe.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. There always knew something bad was going to happen when all the rats start jumping overboard. I'm not saying these people are rats, but I'm just saying that, that when everybody starts fleeing, something's coming.
Yeah, and it's going to be a big mess. But hey, on the plus side, since all they care about is HBO Max, we might actually get some more Venture Brothers.
Yeah.
As long as they don't screw it up, which I'm sure they probably will. But
I'm
anyway.
sure they probably will, but you never know.
There we go, guys. So again, we hate to be the bearer of bad news. We don't make it up. We just report on it.
Yep.
Talk to you later.
Not a problem. Bye.